Hey guys, this is a quick video here. I'm gonna take this off to get comfortable, but guys, I just want to break it to you here that it is becoming more and more difficult to urban camp in urban areas here in the Chicagoland area, even in the suburbs. I want to reiterate this and tell everybody a little story that happened years ago and something that happened today that coincides with something that happened years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, years ago, those who watch my channel on YouTube for years know me, have seen me for years, urban camping, living the van life. There was a Walmart in Niles, Illinois, on Gulf Milwaukee Avenue that I used to park at years ago. And this was probably maybe in 2017 or 2018, I'm not sure, maybe 2016. I drove into that Walmart one time and I saw literally maybe 30, 35 semi-trucks. It literally looked like a truck stop. It was unbelievable. And I have nothing against truck drivers, but we all know it's very, very difficult to find a spot at a truck stop or rest area after 5 p.m. A lot of drivers drive in the daytime and sleep in the nighttime. So right around 7, 8 o'clock at night, it's very difficult for truck drivers to find a spot at a rest area or a truck stop. And when you're in the Chicagoland area, there's only a handful of truck stops. So a lot of drivers get desperate and they pull on to public roads, private property, shopping centers, strip malls, and park and take a chance. Because there's just not enough parking for all these great truck drivers that keep this country rolling, which is sad. They need to build more truck stops. They need to build more rest areas. Our infrastructure is limited. Well, years ago at this Walmart, I had seen, if you guys can hear me, give me a 69. I got 3 people watching, but this is just a brief hangout. Years ago at this Walmart, I seen all these trucks there, and I said to myself, there's no way that they're going to continue to allow this here. I mean, this has literally turned a Walmart into a truck stop. And lo and behold, a year later I came back to that Walmart after living in Florida for the wintertime and came back, and I got a knock on my door at 7, 8 in the morning, and it was the dreaded North Shore Towing, the company that you guys know that I had a lot of run-ins with. And they told me that overnight parking was not allowed there. And I left and never went back after that. It's a sad thing, you know, when you're doing what I do, an urban nomad, you want to be in an urban area close to your family or your friends, food, nightlife, close to your jobs, and it's becoming more and more and more difficult. And we're not even talking about the city of Chicago, we're talking just the suburbs of Chicago. And I've said this before and I've said it many times, the worst enemy of a nomad is not a police officer or a store manager or even a YouTube troll. It's actually a tow truck driver. As you guys know, and I've said this before many, many times over the years, all these private properties, when you talk about public property, public streets, you have the City of Chicago Department of Revenue that can tow your vehicle. They can boot your vehicle. They can give your vehicle a ticket for parking in a certain area. People can call the police. The police can give you a ticket for overnight parking against city ordinances. But for the most part, public parking is pretty easy. Now, to let you guys know in a nutshell, the story that I told you about this Walmart that I'm talking about years ago, well, there's a similar story that happened tonight that I thought I would never see. It's quite amazing. I went to another property. Not going to say the name of the property, but it was another property similar to Walmart. Maybe it was Walmart, but I'm not going to say. And I saw 7 or 8 people in their vehicles and box vans, trucks, delivery vans, people sleeping. I saw 5, 6 semi-trucks. It was pretty crowded and loud and noisy. And to put it in a nutshell, when I looked down at these trucks, I saw this special boot that goes through the holes of the rims of a semi. I've never seen nothing like that before. A boot on an actual semi wheel rim through the hole of the wheel. And I saw 2 of these boots. I'm like, this is something else here. I never seen nothing like this. And there was a sticker on the driver side window of these semis that said, warning, you've been warned, call this number, whatever, to probably pay money to get the boot off. Obviously, towing a semi with a loaded trailer is a very, very difficult thing to do. And so they know that these semi-truck drivers that are out there delivering loads and doing what they have to do, they're going to pay that fee to get that boot off. They're just not going to sit there with the boot on. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. It's really sad that I never seen nothing like this, and I've been going to this particular location for years. And I thought to myself, what if I wake up with a boot on my vehicle? Now I, can't do what I have to do, and I got to pay all this money to get this thing off. It's scary. It's crazy. And I just, not trying to be nosy or nothing, but I went and took my phone with the flash on and put it by the truck just to see what the sign said. And it said, you've been warned, call this number, to the tow truck company. And I thought to myself, the private property doesn't want semi-trucks on there. It's going to come to a point they probably don't want anybody on there if you're not shopping or a worker. That's sad. That's sad that these truck drivers are driving day and night to deliver our goods and services. They just want a place to sleep. And they get treated like this, like they get treated like second-class citizens and get boots on their vehicles and have to pay all this money. Sad, man. Sad, sad, sad. But, the bottom line is this. If you think about it, the private property is not getting anything out of that truck unless that truck driver goes and buys groceries out of that store. It's scary, man. And as I was looking at this truck, all of a sudden this tow truck driver came up out of nowhere in his little pickup truck, and he said, "Hey, what's going on, man? Is that your truck?" I said, "No, it's not my truck. I was just wondering what's going on over here." And he said, "Yeah, well, this property has contracted us to do this job here. They don't want semis here, but they're okay with vehicles and RVs parking there overnight, small, RVs. And I'm not, you're allowed to park here, but he says, just do me a favor, don't wake these guys up and don't tell them what's going on." And he says, "I thought it was your truck." I said, "No." It blew my mind. I never seen nothing like this. A tow truck driver booting these semis and riding around in this this private property like a security guard officer. Came out of nowhere with a maglite flashlight. Why did he have the maglite flashlight? I have no idea. But it's kind of weird. It was a nice guy, young guy. But I was just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. I've never seen nothing like this. I've never seen nothing like this. It was something to see a boot, a special metal boot. Usually when you see metal boots on vehicle rims, the boot goes over the whole rim. This was a special boot, locking boot that went through the hole of a wheel of a rim of a semi, front tire. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, I understand the truck driver's desperation to park and to get rest and get going on the road. And I understand the private property, that they don't want these semis on their property. That's their prerogative. That's their, choice. It's sad. Any way you look at it, it's a sad situation for everybody. I'm parked over here now at another property, and there's a semi here, and he's got his generator or whatever running. It's kind of noisy. I don't know if I want to park here for tonight, but it's a little bit noisy, so I don't know, I might move. But it is what it is, folks. I don't know what to think about it. I just wanted to share this with everybody. Every day that we do this life, it's fun. It's a challenge. You never know what's going to happen, and it's unfortunate what's going on in the world now, but it is what it is. I heard as Walmart is getting sued because of crime happening in their parking lots. Well, I don't know. How you doing, Lori Green? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time from Vegas. Wow, I'm surprised you popped in here. How you doing, Lori? It's becoming, parking right now on private properties is becoming, it used to be much easier to park on private property than public property, but now it's more difficult to park on private property than public property. Public streets, I mean, there's a lot of public streets you can park on and get away with it, as long as neighbors don't complain and all that. But it's becoming more and more difficult. I am going to do the van life. Okay, good deal. Well, I've been doing it for 7 years. I remember you from back in the day. I don't know, you're from back in the day. I don't know when you came in the scene on YouTube. Probably it was 2017, but I've been on YouTube since 2014. I'm just surprised that you're here. Anyways, kind of odd, but hope you're doing all right. That is what it is, folks. I don't really have much else more to say. Just to all the nomads out there, people living the van life watching. Always be careful about where you're parking at. Always observe your surroundings and just be aware of where you're parking at and what the rules are and what's going on. My husband passed away, and I have been looking into it for a year. Good deal. The van life is fun in a lot of ways. When the weather's nice and you're not bothered to park, it's fun. But there's some bad times in this life too. It's not easy. Like right now I'm parked over here, and this truck is kind of noisy here and annoying. So I don't really know if I want to park here, but it is what it is. It's a little bit noisy, but I'm about, I'd say, 100 feet away from it. That is what it is, folks. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to share this experience with you guys. I was gonna make a video, but the tow truck guy came up out of nowhere. Very, very odd. Very, very odd. And this tow truck company, I'm not gonna say the name, but they're all over the suburbs of Chicago. He says are contracted to throw over 4,000 properties, which I believe him because I've seen these signs of this tow truck company all over the suburbs of Chicago. And it is what it is. That's the story, guys. It coincides with another story that happened years ago, and that's the way of the world now. Every year doing this is becoming more and more difficult because every year I'm finding out a lot of places just don't allow overnight parking anymore in an RV, a semi, or any vehicle. It is what it is. It's unfortunate. But every day that living this life and getting away, not paying rent or getting a hotel room, it's a great way to save money and a great way to just, live life. Be free, be happy. Anyways, guys, I'm going to pop on out of here. I don't have anything else to say. Have a good night, folks. Just wanted to share it with you guys. Good night.